Hey guys, Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training. I'm going to do one more Yack session talking about the subject of protection training and bite work. A lot of people are under the impression that a lot of those folks that don't have the knowledge in dog psychology and understanding dogs, they believe that when a dog learns to bite, like with one of these sports or with any of the bite work that we do, that the dog is more of a liability. And in reality, it's the opposite, okay? The dog is more of a liability when he doesn't get taught when to do it and when he shouldn't do it, and having what we call controlled aggression. And that word comes from Sean Siggins and the PSA, and it's become a normal word in our vocabulary, controlled aggression, because it really says it all. The dog is being taught to show aggression when he's either told with a key word or with a key action of an individual that's coming at him with some kind of threat, right? When he perceives a threat. So a lot of times dogs that are out there, a lot of the bites will happen with dogs that are insecure, fearful. They're behind a fence and they're getting all bravado and that kind of thing, boundary type protection. And when that dog gets ramped up and starts doing that and the aggression is coming out of fear instead of building confidence, that ends up being more of a liability, okay? I always tell people, look to see where is the aggression coming from, right? Is it coming out of fear? Is it coming out of defense? Is it coming out of play and prey? Where is the aggression coming from? We use a lot of this stuff. We talk about it all the time. We use words like play and prey. Okay, what is that? Well, that's prey behavior, and it usually really is denoted when a dog is younger, and we use that to get the dog to start it and get him flowing because he's wanting to chase and go after and be normal dog behaviors. So we always entertain with play and prey type work when the dogs are young, and then we take that, and if you talk to Schutzen people, they'll talk about channeling drives. They're channeling the drive from a play and prey, and they're flipping it to defense and a little bit more aggression coming from defense side, and they teach the dog to handle these emotions that are being brought at it. So when a dog sees defense, he's going to naturally have an instinct to run away. That's a natural instinct for a dog. He's not genetically confident enough to take on a man. He has to be, these behaviors are developed, okay? So if they're coming from the dog out of fear and out of other misplaced places as far as emotional states of mind within the dog a lot of times will be more of a liability than if he is being taught protection. You have a lot more stability because of the things that we accent when we build a dog. I want a dog that's confident. I want a dog I can take any place with me, is friendly and fine. I do a lot of greeting into people. I build that whole aspect in the dog to make sure that he's stable, okay? And then as I build the dog, I build the dog's confidence, and I teach him when he should be and when he shouldn't be showing this aggression, right? That makes a lot less of a liability than a dog is doing it on his own volition, and it's coming out of places that may not be the same. It's coming from fear, coming from insecurity, from other reasons that the dog does what they do that has a lot less stability in the animal, which means more of a liability, okay? So if you ever get told that the dog is going to be more aggressive because he's being taught to bite, that's wrong, okay? It's actually the opposite if the dog is built properly, okay? That's the key. We got to build the animal properly. So that's it for my last Yack session of the day, I hope. I start thinking about this stuff when I'm driving, and I just want to accent it, you know, be able to educate you and teach you so you folks start to understand what this is all about when we do protection work, right? I will sign off, and you guys have a good day. Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training, talking about stability in dogs and why it's more relative to train a dog to do protection in the right way than it is if you have a dog that's not trained and you have uncontrolled aggression and you don't know where it's coming from and it hasn't been taught, channeled in the right direction so that the dog is doing it for the right reasons and there's stability behind the overall build of the animal, right? So I'll let you guys go. Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training, signing off.